What's up, YouTube? This is Randy of Breaking Bad Bulls. Today's Monday. I just really want to talk about a couple of things. The first thing I want to talk about is summertime's coming up. You have French Bulldogs. They tend to overheat really easily. You know, there's a couple of things that what I do here, Breaking Bad Bulls, to make sure that they're cool, they're comfortable during the summertime, and to prevent a lot of the overheating issues. One thing that you want to invest in is a kiddie pool. So this kiddie pool, you can get it anywhere. You can get it at Walmart. You might get it in a thrift store. You know, you fill this up with cool water during the summertime when it gets really hot. You know, it's good for the bulls. So that's one thing that I recommend, is getting yourself a kiddie pool. You know, the bulls really love it. Gus loves it. Skyler and all the Frenchies really love getting in that pool and cooling off. So when it comes to French Bulldogs during the summertime, it's right around the corner, guys. It's coming up. It's gonna get pretty hot here in Virginia pretty soon. By the time middle June and July comes in, it's gonna be really hot. It's gonna probably hit in the 90s. So one of the things I like to keep on hand is, you know, like a kiddie pool, making sure that you have fresh water for the bulls all the time when they're outside. My dogs stay in the house. All four of them stay in the house. They don't stay in kennels. But when, you know, they're outside just relaxing, enjoying the weather, I like to make sure that they have water, access to fresh filtered water. That's another thing too, guys. You know, I only give my Frenchies fresh filtered water. I don't give them tap water. I think filtered water, if you have like a faucet with a Brita water filter attachments to it, that's what I would get, you know. And I would fill that up, their bowl up every morning, twice a day, making sure that it's fresh and it's clean, and they love it. So summertime, guys, just keeping a close eye of your French Bulldogs. They tend to, again, overheat very easily. You know, the symptoms that you want to look for when they're overheating is, you know, they start breathing hard. Look at their tongue color. Their tongue color should be pink all the time. You know, when you start seeing it turning purple, well, that's a sign that they're not getting oxygen. And take them to the vet immediately and pray for the best. So with French Bulldogs, summertime, they tend to overplay and overexert without them realizing it. So you have to be vigilant and watching them all the time, making sure that, you know, their playtime is monitored. So I don't leave my dogs out here when we're in the backyard. I keep an eye on them. If they're playing too hard and it gets too stressful, that I stop the play and bring them back inside the house. Especially with Gus. You know, Gus is more bullier, so he has his nares are pretty close. So with him, I got to watch him really carefully, because he won't know when to stop when it's summertime. Mimi as well. So keep an eye on your bulls, making sure that, you know, you're watching them play, and don't leave them unattended, because it just takes that 10 minute time that they might overheat and you weren't there to watch them. There's Gustavo looking for the birds. This boy is looking good. Here's a close-up of Gustavo, guys. Look at him. Here's the top shot. Rear. Here's my main stud. He's my main stud. As you know from my last video, he's been bred to Milliger, my newest French Bulldog, and I'm so excited to watch them pair up and see what we get off of that. Really excited about that, so stay tuned on the channel. So summertime, again, is around the corner. Make sure that you maintain their water levels. We even put ice cubes. My daughter puts ice cubes in the ice to give them some ice water when it gets really hot. And we watch them here play, and making sure that they don't overexert or exert themselves. Skyler here loves the ball, as you guys know. She will just go and go and go and won't stop. And right now it's about 70 degrees. It's pretty cool. Just want to let you guys know what I do when it gets really hot, because French Bulldogs, again, they're brassicephalic. They overheat very easily, and if you don't watch them very carefully, they will overplay and overexert themselves, and I don't want anything to happen to your bulls. So I'm just giving you what I do. Swimming pool to keep them cool, fresh water all the time. Make sure that you watch them while they'll play, and don't leave them unattended, because you want to make sure that they're doing fine. So I am always in the backyard watching them and making sure that, you know, they're doing all right in the heat and in the weather. There's Millie girl there with Gustavo. So this is the new two parents for the Breaking Bad Bulls family. Here's Millie girl. She's enjoying the weather as well. She's really short and compact, guys. Look at her back. Look at that. She's really compact. Really proud of this pairing. She's gotten really thick since I've gotten her, and you can see she has a shiny coat, you know, clear eyes, really bully. Look at side profile, short back. Man, I'm really happy of how she's turning out. And looking here at Breaking Bad Bulls, we try to keep them as healthy as possible. We keep them up to weight. We always play with them, making sure that, you know, they get all the attention and love that they all deserve. So I'm really proud of that. Skylar, just my main female here. I bred her my earlier videos. Make sure you watch that of the puppies that we bred, that she produced. She produced me some bulls, and here's one of them. There's Mimi girl. You know, she's going on 2 years old. Man, here's a low shot here. I love this new GoPro cam. It really gives me a good angle and visibility, you know, really low on the ground there. I used to use an iPhone, but now it's dedicated to this GoPro 11. Really happy with it. Really easy to publish, and I could get low shots and high definition of the videos to capture my bulls. So summertime, just want to give you a couple of advice and tips and tricks. Watch your bullies, get a swimming pool, put water in there, let them play and be dogs, you know, and make sure you watch them all the time. Keep a close eye on them, so that way nothing bad happens. God forbid anything bad happens, you know, that's no good. So with me, I always make sure that I watch all my bulls here in the backyard. Always here. There they are, just playing around, you know, horsing around. Mother and daughter. Mimi was the first pick from Skylar's first litter with Gustavo. So if you're interested in Gustavo, you know, 757-289-1096. If you're interested in using him for your next female, your next breeding, he's chocolate merle, you know, very big bone, produces bone. Look at this girl. Man, amazing girl. Look at that. Look at the rear. There's a rear that I was talking about, that Gus stamps on all of his females. I should update you guys on the two litter mates of Mimi girl, the two boys, and how they're looking. Man, they're looking spectacular. Couldn't be happier with them. Couldn't be happier with how Gus is producing himself time and time again. Real short bulls. There's Gustavo right there drinking water. Again, this is filtered water that I keep on hand, making sure that it's always clean, and Gus loves it. So always make sure that you guys have fresh, clean water. And if you want to give them a treat, put a couple of ice cubes in there, like what I do, my daughter does, and they really love that. So they've been out here for about an hour now. You know, usually I'll play with them with the ball and just let them run around. But again, at the same time, I'm always keeping a vigilant eye on how they're doing, how they're breathing, how they're moving and acting. So a lot of those things, pay attention to your dogs, you know. Really important to pay attention when the summertime is creeping up on us, and it's just gonna get hotter. I think it's just gonna get hotter. Here's Millie right here, just chilling on top of our bench seating over here that we have. We have a fireplace here. Dogs typically just sit down here, and we'll just sit down here and enjoy the weather together. Millie, she is very gentle, very quiet dog, very soft dog, and she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. So I love this girl. Can't wait for her and to confirm her pregnancy with Gustavo. She gets along well with the two other females here. We have, you know, with Mimi and Skylar. She's gonna turn 2 pretty soon. She's gonna turn 2 pretty soon, and she's very active. Like my last video, I talked about, you know, activity levels and how to pick a puppy from a litter. based on your lifestyle. So hopefully if you guys saw that video, watch that video. It's a pretty cool video. Lots of useful information that you guys can use. Today's video was about summertime heat, what I do to be proactive so they don't overheat. Lots of water, keep a vigilant eye on them, maybe a swimming pool for them to enjoy and to relax in, because it's getting hot, guys. My dogs don't stay in the kennel again. They're house dogs, so they're out here a couple hours a day, maybe 2 or 3 hours a day, and just, you know, goofing off, playing around, enjoying the weather, just being dogs. And I think it's very important that you interact with your dogs and your dogs as playtime. You know, it's good for them, it's good for their body. Come on, guys. You know, it's good for them overall. So I keep them out here as much as I can, but when it gets too hot, you know, I watch the temperature very closely. If I feel that it's too hot for them, then they're not going outside. They're not going outside. Last summer, I treated just the same. You know, it's gotten really hot here in Virginia, and when I felt that it was too hot for, then I had 2 dogs. They won't go outside. They'll be inside the house, just relaxing. And I take them a little later on at night. What do you guys do when it gets really hot? What tips and tricks do you have for the viewers and for me? I'm also learning as well. You know, so share that, comment down below what you guys do. Summertime's coming up to prevent overheating and just take care of your bulls. What you guys do, comment down below. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it, and I hope you find content in what I do here and bringing you content every week, and I'm trying to be more consistent. So I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the new likes and followers. If you need help with any of your breedings or have questions, feel free to DM me at Breaking Bad Bulls in YouTube, DM me in Instagram at Breaking Bad Bulls, and if I can help, I will, as much as I can. You know what, again, I always say we're always here learning together, you know. So I think that's important, that we have a community for French Bulldog owners and or breeders alike, you know. So we got to support each other. This is Randy. Just want to make it quick and short at Breaking Bad Bulls, and I'm out. Woo!